So the Super Bowl is set for February 5th, and boy, it's quickly approaching. Quarterback Tom Brady and the rest of the New England Patriots gearing up for the franchise's NFL record-setting 9th Super Bowl appearance. The 7th appearance by Brady, Belichick and company. They'll be taking on the Atlanta Falcons, who are going to the big game for the second time in their franchise history. Bill Reiter joins me now from Los Angeles. He is CBS Sports columnist and host of Reiter Than You. Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Rena, I'm good. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Let's get started with the Super Bowl. Tom Brady started this season serving a 4-game suspension, and he'll end with a record-setting 7 Super Bowl appearances with coach Bill Belichick. How do they do this?
I mean, you do it by feeding off of revenge. Tom Brady hasn't been vocal about it, but people around him have been. He was very offended by Roger Goodell's decision to suspend him for 4 games, and that motivation has helped at 39 years old, Tom Brady to have the best touchdown to interception ratio, Rena, he's ever had, and to play some of the best quarterback we've ever seen.
So let's talk about the Atlanta Falcons offense. MVP candidate Matt Ryan and Julio Jones had a pretty incredible performance against the Green Bay Packers last Sunday. Are they, do you believe, unstoppable at this point?
You know, I mean, if anybody can stop them, it's the New England Patriots. They're pretty close to unstoppable. And what's interesting is, in combination with being really underappreciated, maybe disrespected, at every turn, we, the media, including me, have talked about the other quarterbacks, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, the other teams, whether it's the Packers or now the Patriots. But Atlanta has maybe the most dangerous offense we've ever seen in a Super Bowl. Their defense is actually pretty good. And you're right, Matt Ryan, in an era of great quarterbacks, might have had the best season this year of any quarterback. I don't think they're unstoppable because of what Bill Belichick and the Patriots have done time and again, but they're really close, Rena.
So I want to ask you, here's the big question. Who do you think comes out on top at this point?
It's a hard one. I have said not the Falcons every single week the last few weeks, and that hasn't worked out well. I still think it's the Patriots. Like, it's hard for me to bet against Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. They're the greatest head coach quarterbacks of all time, obviously the greatest combo of all time. But it's going to come down to each of the 2 QBs. For the Falcons, that means they have to pressure Tom Brady. They've got to knock him down. And for Matt Ryan, he's got to be good enough. He's got to be able to handle what is a massive weight and a different feeling of a football game when it's the Super Bowl. So while I think it's the Patriots, Rena, it's going to be really close. There's going to be a lot of scoring. And if Matt Ryan continues to play the way that he has, if the pressure of the Super Bowl doesn't get to him, anything could happen.
It'll be fun to watch regardless. And I want to move on to my favorite sport, tennis. The Australian Open, both men's and women's finals set. Rafael Nadal, they're going to face off. He's going to face off with Roger Federer, which will be their 7th meeting between the two in a Grand Slam final. Nadal has won the past 4 such matchups in a row. Do you think he'll make this number 5?
Yeah, I do, and Rena, I'm with you. It's also my favorite sport, so I'm glad that we got a chance to talk about tennis. A very cool weekend for the sport. Federer, who's the greatest tennis player of all time, at least so far, has never liked the matchup with Rafa. The real question is, can Nadal recover physically? He's going to have basically one less day to do so than Federer. We all know that Rafa's big weakness has always been his body breaking down on him. If Nadal is healthy, if he can get himself back up to a level of stamina he needs to make this final difficult run at another incredible win, I think Rafa has a big advantage over Federer.
And I want to ask you the big match for me personally. The Williams sisters set to face off on Saturday, Serena and Venus.
Yeah.
They've ruled the world of tennis for 18 years now, Bill. This is the 15th time they'll face off in a final. Who's going to take home the trophy this time?
You know, it is and I know that nobody likes to finish second place and nobody wants anything but to hold that trophy and to feel like the champion. It's going to be Serena. I mean, it's an amazing story that Venus has been able to get herself back to a finals here at the Australian, and it's an incredible accomplishment. But Serena Williams is still arguably not just the best female tennis player on earth right now, but the best tennis player on earth, maybe the best singles tennis player of all time. She's going to dominate her sister. I know it'll be an emotional match for the two of them. It always is when they face each other. Venus has accomplished something incredible just getting to this point because she stopped being a relevant force a long time ago. But it's Serena who's going to get the win.
18 years, Bill. That's pretty remarkable to have any athlete in the sport for 18 years. I think it says something about these two women, no?
Yeah, it does. It's a great. I mean, it's a local story too here in LA. They're out of Compton. They're heroes not just to a lot of people in Los Angeles, but a lot of young women here, including my daughter. They have dominated the sport and they've rewritten what it can mean to be a female athlete in this country. It's very cool.
Bill, next time you're here on the East Coast in New York, you bring your tennis racket. I'm going to slam you on the tennis court.
I'm in. You got it, Rena.
I look forward to that.
Let's do it. I'm ready.
Bill Reiter, national columnist for CBS Sports. Thank you, Bill.
Thanks, Rena.